Emmanuel, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Emmanuel, nice to meet you. Please join. Emmanuel, welcome. So the idea is to build the sustainability, ESG, strategy, finance, AI, etc. community and build bridges, share knowledge, insights through speaker events, through these types of informal drink receptions.
My name is Mukul Mohanty. I'm a senior partner with Truffle Capital. We're a life sciences fund based out of Paris. We've been around for about 25 years. We've been spectacularly successful. We've raised about 1.1 billion. We've had 11 IPOs and 30 different exits.
Hi, my name is Naomi Panofka. I'm currently a master's student at LSE studying international political economy. I'm here because I'm interested in think growth, and I'm also interested in the broad industry of ESG.
Okay, my name is Özgür Tuncay from Turkey. I study my master's degree at LSE, studying development.
Hi, I'm Tomiwa Wosajer. I'm a fourth year biomedical engineering student, and I'm here to meet some people and find more about the industry.
Okay, this is Hafiz Zubair from Pakistan. So I am currently pursuing my MSc in Development Management from LSE, and before that I was working for the Central Bank of Pakistan as debt capital market analyst, and I'm here to make new friends and meet with new people, and this is an amazing networking session I am having right now.
Hi there, I'm James. I'm here with supporting my wife who's interested in ESG but also work in insurance, and I'm interested in the ESG aspects of an insurance company.
I'm Oliver Harper. I studied at UCL last year, engineering. I'm currently a researcher in climate impact strategy for UCL. I'm here to network and find like-minded people.
I'm Jackie Cho, and I'm currently studying history, politics, and economics at UCL. I came here because I'm interested in technology and new venture creation, and I'm really looking forward to engage with everyone in this fellowship.
Hi, my name's Radha Wab. I'm a recent master's graduate from UCL in Archaeology and Heritage of Asia, and I'm over here to make connections, meet new people, and learn more about sustainability, ESG, and
Hi, I'm Veronica Vogt. I'm a master's student at UCL in environmental modeling, and I'm enjoying meeting everyone here and learning about what they're doing.
But I'll keep it short for today. I've worked in 3 industries. First, in strategy consulting firms. Second, in technology services companies. And third, in startups and scale-ups, in addition to my entrepreneurial journey. Things Growth is a boutique, an advisory boutique. In terms of the verticals that we cover, sustainability, ESG, AI, everyone who we've hired recently was hired from this fellowship. This is the 4th year. What is this fellowship about? The fellowship that brings together students from academic institutions with solid reputation.
I run an environmental company, and that is because it's one of the reasons is I studied chemical engineering. Everybody said to me, you're the last person we'd imagine would be still doing chemical engineering when we have our occasional reunions. And I say to them, that's because none of you know how to make money out of chemical engineering. Carbon capture, energy recovery, pollution control, and it's a very slow burn market. We're looking at 100-fold scale-ups. There might be a step in the middle of 20-fold, but that's a big step.
What would you suggest they do, and how would you say your journey was?
I visualized being old because I knew you've got to be prepared for the long haul. I don't care about overnight success. I'm building this up. You've got to have dedication. It has to be your dream. It's no good you getting into business, in my opinion, my humble opinion, if it's not something you love.
I'm Alexandra. I run a branding design studio. Before setting up my business, I kind of went to the Glasgow School of Art, graduated in graphic design, and then now do graphic design. I wish I was at your level while I had graduated, so in a way you have nothing to worry about, but yeah, that's me. I'm Alexandra.
Thank you so much, Alexandra, and
questions, please.
As someone who's young and did not do a design-centered course, but is interested in like something like graphic design, a lot of the low-level jobs already look for people with these skills. Do you recommend going out there and just learning stuff yourself, and like, or should you go and look for places where they are willing to like cultivate like learning programs? Or
in an ideal world, you could go out and wait for places to cultivate learning programs, but it's not going to happen. I feel like the future of education is maybe those short courses, and they teach you a technical skill.
How do you take like your degree and turn it into like a business opportunity?
I think you've got to have a curious mind, number one. So
experiment, test, do it.
The gap between like the skills which need to be applied on the job and the things which I've been taught in my degree. Like there's just such a huge gap at times.
Pick a sandwich course, so that and they used to call them thick sandwiches, so we did 2 years at university, 1 year in industry, and the final year back at university. That third year was absolutely brilliant.
I wanted to ask Harold specifically, because you were talking about a sandwich year and spending a year in industry, and how beneficial that was to you. Did you find any mentorships in the process of getting into your industry as an entrepreneur that you found particularly helpful?
In that environment, there will always be somebody who will take an interest in you and support you. You have to take a loss on that year.
My friend Danny, who's a tech entrepreneur, among other things.
I've been working in the startup scene for about 12 years now. The last 5 years I've been doing advisory, which means I help startups launch, I help with their go-to-market strategy, I help with fundraising. I'm happy to chat with anyone who's interested in building a business, launching their own startup, or general tech.
What about spin-outs and spin-offs? Do you do that from more established companies who've got something that is good but they can't really nurture it?
I'd say it's similar to fundraising in the sense that you're looking for a strategic partner who can invest in long-term vision. So yeah, that's something that's new on my plate, but I've been looking at as well.
I was wondering, for people who don't have a tech background, obviously the tech sector is still very promising, like what roles you would suggest applying for. So I've heard of like product management type things, but how else you can kind of differentiate yourself with like a distinct background?
I think the first thing would be is get as familiar as you can with the actual tech. Look at what skill set is missing in the team. So product is a good skill set. Sales is actually very important, sales and marketing. So you have a lot of technical people who are really focused on building a good product, but they don't know how to go to market. So that's a lot of what I do, is actually the commercial side of the business.
You mentioned how we should kind of look into something that you're interested in and see long term. Would you say, especially in today's job market, how it can be so saturated and very competitive, that you should still look at your interest, even though it can be difficult to get your foot in the door, especially if you don't have an internship, for example?
So you've got to pay the rent. So if you've got to have your eye on the prize, the thing you'd like to do, or the area you think you want to be in. If you can't get into it straight away, you have to wangle your way towards it. Don't lose sight of the goal if you have one. And look, you can chop and change your idea where you want to be, but once you get into mid-30s, it gets harder and harder. You have to take a loss on that year.
Hi, my name is Youngin Lee, and I recently completed environmental policy at UCL, and I'm here to find sustainability jobs such as carbon market or environmental policy research. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anjal Abbas. I'm from LSE studying health and development. I'm here for a networking thing in order to get to know more about people working in the sustainability sector and more in the health sector. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amber. I just finished my master's degree of landscape architecture in UCL, and I came here today to connect with people because I'm job hunting right now, so I'm here for some opportunities.
Hi, I'm Solel, and I was studying in landscape architecture in UCL for last year. I come here today just because I read about the description in UCL's career site. So I'm coming here to get more networking with others.
Hi, my name is Viren Halili. I'm a first year history student at UCL, and we're here at the fellowship networking event. Truthfully, I'm a +1 here, but I've been very pleasantly surprised by the quality of the company here and the amount of stuff I've been able to learn. Everyone's been super friendly, everyone's incredibly involved in whatever their field is, everyone's passionate and very interested, and so it's been an incredible time.
Hi, I'm Pranav Agarwal. I recently completed my Master's in Economics from LSE. My experience has primarily been research focused, but of late I think I want to shift out of academia and change my industry into management consulting and any positions that give me exposure to leadership. I think this platform is a great way of interacting with people who have industry experience and learning from them. So yeah, that's why I'm here.